Scenario 4. April 25th of the current year, Constantine goes to Bob's office to discuss consultant invoices/receipts. Unfortunately, finance is unable to close out reconciliations. April 15th's due date came and went. Finance typically follows a 3-day grace period. After the 3-day grace period, Deborah approached Amy about the missing invoices. Deborah stated to Amy that Constantine is expecting her to have all the reconciliations completed by the following day. Amy stated she would try, but the design consultants have been slow to getting back to her and states that she needs another couple of business days. Those additional days came and went. Constantine stated to Bob that Deborah approached him on April 22nd, upset about Amy and the lack of receiving all the invoices/receipts. Bob was shocked about this and thought everything was going as planned because Amy never made him aware she was having a hard time obtaining invoices/receipts. What should Bob do? Stop the course and take 5 minutes to reflect on the situation and come up with next steps. Scenario 4. Recommended intervention. Fact finding. Bob opens up the Progressive Discipline Guide and goes to the fact finding section of the manual. Bob is disappointed that he needs to discuss this again. He feels blindsided that he was not in the loop. Assumptions. Bob checks his text messages, emails, and voicemails to find any evidence of Amy's communication regarding having difficulty obtaining these invoices/receipts. Expectations communication. Bob confirms that there was previous communication via email after a face-to-face discussion in which Amy was instructed to communicate with him if anyone is delinquent. Amy agreed to this. Obstacles. Bob is not aware of any obstacles that Amy is facing. He will ask about this before administering any discipline. Recommended intervention, written reminder. Bob calls Amy into his office to ask about the invoices/receipts. Amy states that she has been having a hard time getting receipts/invoices. Bob asks Amy if she sent any communication regarding this. Amy says no, that she did not want to get anyone in trouble. Bob and Amy end that interaction. Bob schedules a meeting the next day after getting Amy's side of the story. Bob administers the written reminder. Amy apologizes and agrees to what Bob has specified. Amy signs the written reminder. After the meeting, Bob completes the post-meeting checklist and places the executed written reminder in Amy's employee file. Now let's take a look at the written reminder. Here we have a copy of a written reminder that would have been administered to Amy. You'll see the first paragraph. This memo is to document an incident that occurred on April 25th regarding submitting in a timely manner invoices/receipts from our design consultants to finance. Communication regarding this duty was not existent. Here we have a summary of the previous interventions. Your performance was previously discussed with you informally on February 1st and April 1st. During those meetings, we discussed what was expected of you, and you agreed to correct the problem. Since then, the problem has continued. Invoices/receipts are not being submitted in a timely manner to finance. Next paragraph, here we have the effect of the behavior on the organization and its operations. The effect of this on our finance department is so serious that you must correct the situation immediately. I expect you to make the following change in your performance without delay. You are expected to submit all design consultant invoices receipts to finance within 3 business days of the 15th of every month. If a design consultant has failed to submit any or all of their receipts, I am to be contacted by the end of the 3rd business day after the deadline. In addition, I expect you to follow all of our rules and procedures and perform every aspect of your job in a fully acceptable manner. Here we have the last paragraph. I'm counting on you to solve this problem and perform effectively in every area of your job. We will meet again on May 27th to discuss your progress in meeting these goals. Be advised that continued performance issues may lead to further disciplinary actions up to and including termination. Here we have the employee acknowledgement portion of the written reminder, where they acknowledge that they received a copy of this written reminder and they agree to comply. If the employee refuses to sign, you can simply sign where it says employee signature and write down employee refused to sign and place your initials. We also give the opportunity for the employee to put down any comments that they want on this document. In addition, they don't necessarily have to put their comments on this form. They can also submit a memo that can go in their file as well. That's up to the employee.